All right, great. Who's got an educational snippet they want to share with the group? Jacalyn, you've been away for a little while, but I know you would have picked up something because you wouldn't have been doing nothing. So what can you tell us?
Well, in your business, you take one step at a time. Every day is a new venture, and you're given an opportunity. Say yes and figure it out, because it leads to more and more opportunities in your business. And go to your networking events, share what you do, and support each other in business. That's the most important thing. And follow up with your customers, and they will give you referrals as well.
Excellent. Thank you. Follow up. Follow up is so important. I was on LinkedIn the other day. I was connecting with people and I accidentally pressed the tick for one of the invited to an event, and it didn't work for any of my time. So I meant to press the cross, but I'd gotten a bit of a roll of ticking for new connections. Now, what was really interesting was when I'd done that, I've gone, oops, oh, well, it's done now. But the guy followed up and said, oh, hey, you're new, you've connected. Is there anything I can help with? I've gone, that's interesting. Didn't really know what to say because I didn't want to say I pressed the button by mistake, but wasn't really sure if it was really someone on the other side. It was just an automated thing. So I just left it. And then later, a few days later, before the event, he wrote back and said, just checking in to see if you're going to come. And again, I was just checking to see if it's an automated thing. And then it got up to that event. And then after the event, he wrote and said, I know that you couldn't make it. I have a video. I'm happy to send it to you. But hey, maybe there's something that you need help with, and that video may not be right for you. Is there something in general? Maybe I could send you a video that's more personalized towards you. And it made me feel like he was actually there. So I wrote to him and said, wow, your follow-up is amazing. I feel like I've been, like you were so nice about this. But what I really like was he got to the end of obviously doing his event and he followed up with the people that weren't there, but in a way that makes you want to start talking to him too. So anyhow, I had a bit of a chat to him and my point being is follow-up is so very important, but personally following up and checking in. I know there's a guy, JT Fox, I went and saw him many years ago. He said, he was in Canberra, he said 800 people applied to come, signed in to say they'd come. He said 10% turned up, so there's only 80 of you here. He goes, what does it say about the 720 that didn't turn up? Now, this guy flew to a different city every day and then did this every day. And he'd tell you what the numbers were of when the drop-off would be at lunch and then at dinner. And you sort of think, wow, I mean, I wasn't going to be the one leaving at all before him. I was the last one to leave. I was frightened. But later and to now, more to the point is actually, what does it say about him who doesn't follow up on the 720? Because 720 found him, and I don't believe they clicked and registered for the wrong spot. So if he's flying all over the place to collect a few based off the 10% and the one the drop off, what does it say about the 720 he actually could have reached out and said hello to? So sometimes there's more power in the ones that, if everyone signs up, go talk to the ones that weren't there and find out how they found your link in the first place. And you might find you actually end up with more work that way than if you had just dealt with the people who turned up in the room.